2nd and inches. On the carry is Pacheco. Well, he shows you the elusiveness getting out of one tackle, but not the other. Fortunate, really, to get back to the line of scrimmage on that one.
And this is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take them down. And in this case, they do it for a loss.
They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
That's a heck of a stop by this defense early in this game, Mike, and it sets up a decision for the offense. You might be a little too far away to attempt a realistic field goal, but you might be a little too close to get anything out of the punt unit. I think I'm keeping the offense on. I'm trying to extend this drive, and I'm being aggressive here early.
That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. The Niners offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Purdy using the pop pass. And the defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball to the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
Open man is Jennings. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. 3rd down coming up.
3rd and 6.
In motion comes Beckham. 3rd down. Purdy. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
On comes Thomas Morstead. And he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Chiefs offense ready to get back to work. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Short pass taken in by Kelsey. And no chance to turn and go. That one's good for just a couple.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
From the 31, here is 2nd down and 7. Flags come in. Looks like there was movement on the right side of the O-line. That's on the big man, Super Bowl champion Trey Smith. Mahomes now on 2nd down. That's a good game there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That's hard. And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business. 6-yard line.
First and goal.
A
Kansas
big
City.
pickup there for the Chiefs. It covers 63 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
It is brought in the end zone. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Kansas City.
And this is where it pays to have a strong arm to throw this sort of outbreaking route, Mike, towards the boundary in tight coverage. You got to have a lot of faith that you're going to get that ball there. If you're a little late or this ball is underthrown, it could result in a pick six the other direction. Instead, he fires it and he puts it on a line, and the result is a touchdown.
And Butker on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs will move out to a 14-7 lead.
49ers 7.
The career's more at stake when you in your prime. That paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like all
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Niners offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Now Purdy. This is Ayuk. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. From the gun, it's Purdy. That's hauled in once again. It's Ayuk. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
On comes the punter now, as he is on to punt it away for San Francisco. Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he's had things all his way in the 1st half. Those numbers are sensational. And he looks to add to them with another drive here. Off the play fake. Mahomes. That is caught down the field. It's worthy. And a big strike for good yardage there, all the way up to midfield.
And a first down.
That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
They put Kelsey in motion. From the gun, here's Pacheco. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. From off the edge, Nick Bosa with the stop.
Brings up second and 7 at the 49ers' 46-yard line.
From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6. They put Kelsey in motion. Left side, it's caught by Brown. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Gain of 22 yards.
Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down. Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. Right back to Brown, he's got it again. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up first and goal.
7-yard line.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves first and goal inside the low red zone.
Here's Pacheco. And he'll take this one in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, KC. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Butker now to add the PAT. The kick is good, and the Chiefs will take a 21-7 lead.
49ers 7.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's the San Francisco offense ready to take possession of the ball once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. Lots of space past the 45. And he will finally be brought down at the Niners' 36-yard line. Big-time play by McCaffrey. 33 yards.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
That's taken in by Jennings. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd down at the Chiefs' 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second and a couple. Here with McCaffrey. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Well, it's been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
They're down and 3. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
Tucker's kick is good. And the Niners cut the deficit a bit. The new score is now 21-10.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Justin Tucker.
So Tucker is back out after making the field goal. He'll kick this one away. Gray gonna return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs and their running back Isaiah Pacheco head out for their next drive. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick 1st down.
It's a gain of 10.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. That's complete left side to Worthy. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
And the 1st down, Chiefs.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. Oh, and he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
Man over the middle, it's Worthy. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another 1st down. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
The linebacker certainly wasn't fooled on that play. Not only does he get there in a hurry, but he's able to secure that tackle and bring him down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4. And bring up third down. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. Trying to keep this drive moving, but it's 3rd and 8. Mahomes now to throw again. He'll try and get there, and he will get into the end zone. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, Chiefs. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here comes a return from the 3. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now.
Already know I got on go. Money calling, gotta go. You gotta go if you play or you troll. Fresh is on the blow.
Throwing is Purdy. The connection made to Ayuk. The Niners use the first of their timeouts. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
On second down, Purdy. He's got the hook up there. It's Odell Beckham. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up the first down after a gain of 7.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Short one there, caught by Kittle. The Niners will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Throwing again is Purdy. Quick throw taken in, and he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. So we've hit half here out west, and we'll send it back east to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you, my friend. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of this second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Ray going to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And a up and down just shy of the 40. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
And a 1st down, Chiefs.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Off the RPO, they'll get it to Brown. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
1st down, Kansas City.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
They'll run with Pacheco. And it'll be brought down right around the 40. Javon Holland up to make the tackle.
He's tackled at the 40.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down.
A gain of 15. And a 1st down, Chiefs.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
A run up the middle with Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick to the left side in the hands of Rice. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
third and short. Here's Patrick. Flush to his left. He'll try to run for it. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a first and goal. So they're able to convert there on 3rd and 3.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary. But then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to stop him just short, but not until after he sets his guys up 1st and goal.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, Kansas City.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. Butker now for the point after. The kick is good. And the Chiefs will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
49ers 10.
Scott, thanks. I bet you it was 2 different, very different, in fact, halftime speeches from the head coaches as we get set for half number 2. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Patterson now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. McCaffrey. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at the line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. They run once more with McCaffrey. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Brian Cook up in the safety spot to make the tackle.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Shotgun snap to Purdy. That's complete. And it is Beckham. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That is a big gain for the 49ers. 31 yards.
We see so many wide receivers in today's NFL that almost resemble more of a running back style. When they get the ball in their hands, not only are they able to pick up big yards, they're able to fight through tackles and make people miss. That's an element that a lot of offenses are searching for. Takes a lot of pressure off the quarterback.
They'll get him up 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
On 2nd down, it's McCaffrey. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. It's good for a Niners first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
At this point, we're going to need two hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Here comes 2nd and 4. They'll run the toss with Cook. Able to slip one tackle, but not another. Will be fortunate to get this one back to the line of scrimmage.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss.
He's got his big tight end. George Hill. Touchdown. 49ers. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Tucker, good on the extra point. And the 49ers are able to cut into the deficit.
17.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half.
Justin Tucker.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Ray gonna return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Chiefs offense and Rashee Rice set to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down. From 29, here's 2nd and 8. They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. He'll step up and run.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Chiefs.
These are the plays that are just crushing for a defense. Here you are, you think you're about to make a big stop, force 4th down, and get the football back. But instead, you let the quarterback get loose. He picks up the 1st down with his legs, and now you got to defend a fresh set of downs.
That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll get this one complete to Brown. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a first down.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd down and 3. Once again, it's Pacheco. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, KC.
And the first down, Chiefs.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest, and while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And he dances away from one defender on his way. Gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind, and while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, live for the next down.
Mahomes now on 3rd and 2. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
It's now 4th down.
Harrison Butker now for the field goal. This just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt. So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. On 4th down, Super Bowl champ Harrison Butker now for the Chiefs. This just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
The made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense headed back to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if we can get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. they'll roll out here with Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. Give him 14 on that one. First down, 49ers.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. His running backs had a really nice day. So in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 9. Purdy to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. 3rd down coming up.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a high.
He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. Here's Purdy. He'll let one go downfield for Jennings. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down. The Chiefs offense ready for this next possession. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Pacheco. Space to run. Inside the 20. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. A gain there of 23 yards. And the Chiefs have a 1st down.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
The RPO, that one is complete. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Mahomes now on 2nd down. Wells another catch for his favorite target.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Mahomes now out of the gun here on 3rd down. That is caught inside of the end zone. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, KC. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Here's Butker now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Chiefs will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
49ers 17.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Patterson now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. 49ers offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. This drive. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Tackled at the 34-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2. Purdy. Throw to the left. It is caught. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
You'll see right before the ball was snapped, the quarterback just take a peek. Is there enough space between the defender and your wide receiver that you intend to throw this little quick to? That's called the cushion. Cushion's big enough, you can run the play. He gets up in press coverage, you got to get out of it.
On the give, it's McCaffrey. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
Kittle is the man in motion. Purdy now on 2nd down. This throw left side, caught by Kittle. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
And to move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 11 yards for number 11 and a 1st down.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
This back's been having his way all night long, Mike. Just a lot of room to operate. Great job by the offensive line all night long, but in this case, defense does their job. They're able to penetrate, get in the backfield, and take them down for a loss.
2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. Nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
will try and run here with Cook. 17 yards, the game there. It's good for a Niners first down.
Anytime you're having a really good drive like this, Mike, you just hate to see it stall out on the fringe of the red area. But in this case, not only do they pick up some good yardage on the ground, they get a fresh set of downs to hopefully go in and finish this drive with a touchdown.
The tight end Fant in motion. Once again, it's Cook. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground. But you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here. They're able to take him down, and they're able to do it for a loss.
And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
And in that spot, Mike, that's just painful. If the throw's not there, you want them to just get rid of it. Throw 50 rows into the stands. Give somebody a souvenir. But worst case scenario, you've got to get to fourth down and have a shot at 3 points. But instead, after that pick, you come away with 0.
So, here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 10-yard line.
It is 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And this is 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 7. Mahomes back. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
And there was nothing exotic about that. I mean, they were just able to generate pressure without having to bring an extra rusher. And this offense now finds themselves staring at 4th down as a result.
On 4th down, it's Matt Ariza to punt for KC. Back deep to receive is Calvin Austin. Now fair catch, signal for, and made here at about the 43-yard line. The Niners offense ready to get back at it. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. First and 10. Purdy. That's into the hands of the fullback. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. From the gun, it's Purdy. That's Ayuk with it on the left side. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Not the biggest gain in the world, Mike, but what I really like from the quarterback is just the timing of the drop, the timing of the delivery, and hopefully this can jumpstart this offense in the right direction.
Purdy now on 3rd and 2. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, 49.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Throwing is Purdy. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of 9. They'll go about trying to convert on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 5.
Take it. You got motion there.
To throw is Purdy. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a 1st down. 18 yards on the pickup there and a 1st down.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans, Mike. They've been out there a long time, a lot of experience. They know exactly where they are on the sideline, not only to secure this catch, but to be able to toe tap.
And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little, too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
Point after now from Tucker. He knocks it through. And the 49ers are able to edge a bit closer.
49ers 24.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Nico Remigio to bring it back. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Chiefs and their running back Isaiah Pacheco head out for their next drive. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. From 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's over the middle and caught by Rice. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
A gain of 18.
Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down. So, it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.
One hand on his queen, left on the freak. He probably thought they wouldn't meet. Shawty seen everything, and you know she got him beat. Cause her side ain't in the streets. She ain't the one to play with you. Her DMs, they be silent like bass hitters. The mother fellas, they be seeing her work. You say you want an angel, then give her heaven on earth. I respect your relationship. I don't care if you don't. But I think girls better than men. And I won't tell if you don't. A dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Oh, a dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Yeah. The last my chest, she in Vegas. And Summer Lee with ballin'.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Teams that have combined to win 11 Super Bowl titles. The Steelers and the Niners are underway. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
Almost certainly a future Hall of Famer, and he's still seeking the storybook ending to his career. But he had patience, looked around, took his time before choosing his team, and boy, are they glad that he did, because he still has a lot of juice left despite being 41 years old. Finished in the top 10 in passing yards last season with nearly 4,000 yards and touchdowns as well with 28.
And his first pass is incomplete.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
2nd and 10. Now runs straight ahead to Warren. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
And the Steelers first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Right back to him on first down. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9. Now it's Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. That's Woods. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Rodgers with a keeper. And he will have the Steelers first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with it back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talked about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To throw, it's Rodgers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's good play. Room to maneuver at the 35. And down to the 29-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
Now Rodgers. Buying time to his left. is going to be taken down right at the line. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
Short one there to Fryermuth. So the completion gets him just a yard. 3rd and 7 now.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
4 receivers in the package. Here's 3rd and 7. Rodgers now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Oh, now how about this return? And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
A tough time a season ago, his team missed the playoffs for the first time in his career. But he does remain one of the most efficient quarterbacks in the league. He's completed over 67% of his passes for his career. We know he's efficient. Now he wants to be spectacular and get his team back to the big game.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. T.J. Watt, always the disruptor, there to blow that play up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Back to throw, Purdy. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jennings.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
On 4th down, the Niners send out the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt. Here's Kent to return. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that nearly intercepted. And the free safety roaming into position, almost had it, but it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first.
To bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage was so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down, and that's a smart move to throw it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Deep to return is Calvin Austin. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
They go play action here. Purdy. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a 1st down.
The tight end in motion right. The first carry down for Dalvin Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now it's 2nd and 10. This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. It's caught. Beckham.
Purdy's pass complete to Odell Beckham Jr. A gain of 7 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Third and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. There's some space here.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. McCaffrey on the counter. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They went right back to it, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Now Purdy. Shoves him away. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
Purdy looking to throw. Steps away to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Only a short game there, but that's okay if you're the offense. They brought a lot of pressure at it, and he uses athleticism to at least get back to the line and make 2nd down a lot shorter than it was looking for a moment.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Play action. Now Purdy. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Derek Harmon busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And the first play will be a field goal try. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points in 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Throwing is Rodgers. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Short one there to Fryermuth. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. They'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive in with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Stopped in his tracks and given a loss on that play by Patrick Queen.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Purdy. Over the middle to Beckham. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly blocked down for a nice little gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Purdy. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Last standing that time from Keanu Benton. Got in there and hit him for a loss.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. That's caught by Jennings. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing here, Purdy. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt, the all-pro, in there to take him down. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Looking to put a drive together. Now Rodgers. Got his man, it's Warren. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Here's Rodgers. This one finds Wilson downfield. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Running left, it's Warren. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle and friendly partner. It's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
Third and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. Here's Rodgers to throw. Looking left side, he's got a man. That's Warren. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
So all field goals so far, 6-3 our score as the kick is away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. San Francisco's offense returns to the field as we eat closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Oh, look at the juke. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate, and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
The Niners on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Purdy now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, 49ers.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. This is Fant on the short completion. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 56 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Successful toss play to the right there. It's interesting. Teams seem to run the toss a lot more to the right than to the left.
It's usually a little more natural. Right-handed quarterback, typically your power side running the ball is to the right side with your guard and your tackle. In college football, they used to call student body right because you had everyone on that side, including the fullback.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers.
San Francisco.
A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers have taken the lead.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense and their running back Jaylen Warren headed back onto the field. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead.